Thumbnail Blaster Editing Suite Review. Hi, it's Peter here from Hidden Online Living, and in this video I'm going to go through a detailed review of the Thumbnail Blaster suite and how it can be used to create your thumbnails for your YouTube videos. I'm going to talk about the features of the program, how simple it is to create thumbnails in little to no time. Plus, I'm going to describe the good points and the not so good points and the limitations with using the software. So before we begin, if you make sure to like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, feel free to leave a comment down below and to share the video. Also, be sure to check out the first link in the description and also the pinned comment if you would like to find a simple step-by-step blueprint that will help you get started in your own online business. Thumbnail Blaster is an image editing suite that is used primarily to create thumbnails for your YouTube videos. The program itself is actually very beginner friendly, and you'll be able to create thumbnail images in only a matter of minutes. So if you're struggling to come up with ideas on how to create your thumbnails and what they should actually look like, this software will be a good investment, as it does come with a load of pre-defined templates that'll help get you started, that are simple to use and very beginner friendly. So here is actually the landing page for the Thumbnail Blaster suite. It actually introduces the software. Also, it actually gives you a demonstration video and explains exactly what the software is and what it can actually do for you.
How would you like to triple your video views, increase traffic and sales like never before? In the next minutes, I will show you how you can do that with.
So again, you can leave it to yourself to sit and actually watch through that video. It'll give you a detailed description of what the software is, and it'll help you with your decision on whether you want to actually purchase it or not. So as I scroll down the page, it actually gives you instructions as to what the program can actually do. It gives you screenshots of some of the backgrounds of the interface and so forth, along with a call to action with the price on the page. And obviously it goes into more detail with some of the descriptions and some of the facts about the program and who it's aimed for to use. So a lot of this landing page pretty much just describes what the program is actually about and how it can actually simplify your work processes so that you can speed up your editing time with your videos, so you can get your content out as quickly as possible. And here are just some more incentives and ideas of what the program is actually about, and even shows images of the two creators of the program with loads of different snippets of information, which is actually kind of ideal for when you're getting started out, because if you're struggling with getting your thumbnails created and even making them look anywhere decent to help your videos rank, then you do need a good way to create the thumbnails, and having something like this will actually cut down on that time you use to create your projects and so forth. Here it just shows you 3 of the simple steps that you can use to get going. So you see select a template, and once you've done that, it goes through here to click and edit and then to customize, and it does allow you then you can either publish on YouTube or you can save the image out as a separate image, and then you can upload it to your content later. And again, it's just got loads of different other features as well on the program. Again, with another call to action that also guarantees, it gives you a 60-day money back guarantee as well. So if you're not happy, at any point within that time frame that you can get a refund. So again, just as I scroll down through the page here, it gives you just more detailed information. And again, here with a section here that shows you some of the versions of the templates that they have on offer. And each of these you can use within the software, and each of them is editable. You can change the backgrounds, change the text, change the images, anything pretty much that you want to change out you can change. There's even other sections down here below that shows you, like even with a separate video, that shows you how quickly you can create a thumbnail in as little as 60 seconds. And here are just some of the added benefits. The program is easy to use because I actually use it myself for creating a lot of thumbnails for my videos, and it really does speed up the process. And because it has a lot of automated effects, it just means I don't have to constantly be changing around or trying to think of what to do next. So all these here pretty much does do pretty much what it says. So just as I'm scrolling down through here, it also gives you the option to split test images as well. So when the video goes live, you can create two separate thumbnails. You can upload one and then you can set a time, and what it'll automatically do is it'll change to the second thumbnail. And what it'll do is it'll record the clicks that each thumbnail gets, and it'll pick the one that actually gets the most clicks over a set amount of time, and it will stick with that thumbnail. So it'll validate the one that's the most popular, which is a pretty cool feature. Especially when we're creating a generic thumbnail, when you're starting out, you're not really too sure of whether it's going to be effective on your video or whether it's going to allow your video to actually rank. But with this type of feature, it will make it a wee bit easier to determine what you're actually doing and how to improve it. So at least you can be aware of what changes you need to make, which can only help increase your view count on your videos. And so once you've set up the split test feature for a thumbnail and your image, you can literally just set it and you can just sit back and let it do the work for you, and it will automatically pick the one that actually works the best. So it's less hassle on your account. So again, there's another call to action. There's a couple of call to actions just on the page at different stages, just obviously just to make you aware of the price and so forth. Again, it just goes into more features and some of the different snippets of information, even some of the cool features that it actually has, some of the graphics and text and so forth that can be added in just to brighten things up and make your images look more appealing. Because as we all know, that having a good thumbnail on your YouTube video will determine whether you get more views and potentially more subscribers. So the key thing is just to be aware that having something like this here readily available will cut down on a lot of your time. And plus as well, it has actually added features that you could even opt for different tier options that unlock different features. Also there's a pro version that unlocks other segments, and then you have an agency version as well, where it actually you can have full reins of the program, which even in terms allows you to even open up your own business so that you can promote your services on other websites like Fiverr and other freelance websites. And also down here, down below, it just shows you some statements from people that actually use the software on a regular basis and the results that they're actually getting, even by setting up their own businesses, creating content for other people. So pretty much the rest of the page here literally just goes through the same pretty much information that's been shown at the top. Just kind of shows it all again, just as a reminder of what the program's actually about. I don't think I really need to go too much more into that. Again, there's more call to actions and then frequently asked questions. Yeah, pretty much the same thing over again. I don't really want to go too much into that. But I'm going to just go straight into the program now from here. Okay, so I'm actually in my Thumbnail Blaster program dashboard, and as soon as you load up the software, you'll be greeted with a training video from one of the creators, and he'll just walk you through the interface and what the program actually does. Now, this is a good feature, but the problem is what it is. I find that every single time you log in, or when you go onto a separate page, it constantly keeps coming up with training videos. So you can actually pause the tips here. The tips remain hidden, so you can just remove that. And it gives you the layout of your, say, your YouTube account, and many you've got linked, because you have to link your YouTube account to your dashboard here so that you can be able to publish your thumbnails that you created. It lets you know how many thumbnails you actually have created, total published. And obviously when you do link your YouTube accounts, you'll have a list of them here on your dashboard. So if you want to add an account, you can literally just click on add YouTube account here, and it will open up a separate window. So you just have to confirm with your Google account to sign in. So you just pick whatever email that you have your YouTube account on. Ideally you'd want a Gmail account for that to be more effective. So once you've clicked on that, give it a couple of seconds and it will load in with your other account. In this case I have actually two separate YouTube channels. One I was working on before and the one I'm currently working on. So again, you can go into your account settings and check different variations of the settings that you have on your profile. If you want to change anything up, like your name, your password, and so forth. So we can go back, and then they've obviously got a support option as well, so you can get in contact with them if you have any issues with the software. So we click back onto YouTube accounts. Again, it'll just take us back to the dashboard, but if you look over here on the left hand side, there is other names here like Lingo Blaster and Captionizer. They're actually separate pieces of software because it's all part of this main suite, but again, these will need to be made as a separate purchase. So, but you don't need to worry about these for the moment, as you're just using the Thumbnail Blaster itself just for creating the thumbnails. So as you scroll through the links here on the side for the different sections, you have your training videos here. So if you want full access to all the training videos inside the suite, you can click on the link, and it literally will give you a list of all the different videos that they have. We'll show you how to actually use the program. And obviously they have different tutorials based on what you're actually trying to do, loading templates, using the editor, saving and publishing, even split testing, and image analysis, and so forth. So we'll go back up here to the thumbnail creator. Okay, so once that screen loads up, you'll be greeted with this screen here that'll give you a step-by-step process of where you need to go in order to get your thumbnail published. So you can see it says here no video selected, so you can go on to the next step, or you can go from a YouTube link or start with no video. But if you want to create thumbnails for specific videos on one of your accounts, you just come down here to where it says account, just click on the arrow, and then you select the account that you're looking to create the content for. So we'll just click on next step because there's no video selected, so we're just going to create a generic one. And again, it's just going to come up here with a list of all the different predefined templates. And again, you've different segments that you can use. This one here, the club one, that's a separate paid option. I think that's actually a monthly subscription, so if you wanted to use, there's a lot more, it actually unlocks a lot more thumbnails, but again, that's just for people that are looking for more stuff and that are willing to pay that extra little bit of money. So we can click off that, and it will give you the standard templates on the software. And as you scroll through, there is a load of different variations, some really good high quality thumbnails that you can use around different niches. And there is some really good ones there. You'll be able to change different variations or different parts of the images out. One thing that I would say that is lacking and I find disappointing with this is the fact is the standard templates. There's literally only about 30 or so templates, which is extremely limited. You would nearly expect them to actually give you more, but I suppose for the price that you're paying for the program, it obviously it's going to be fairly limited anyway. You'd have to pay more just to get the extra features. But that's still not to say that you actually can't use the current setup of templates that you actually have here. We can just, as we say, we just click on one here. Just say use this template, and it loads up with the interface. It gives you like the list of the types of fonts and so forth that you can use. You can add in basic shapes or different logo style images. You can even change the background and edit or upload your own images. And you can also change the colors on the backgrounds as well to make them more appealing and make them stand out more. And obviously then you have different layers, because each of these pieces of information that's on the screen, they're all in different layers, and obviously you can change them around as needs be. But in terms of the background images, so just going back here onto the images tab where it does allow you to upload an image. Obviously you can upload images from your system that's on the computer, or you can upload images from like Pixabay. So ideally a good workaround for this actually to work around the limitations within the software. A good workaround for this would be to download stock images from free websites such as pexels.com, Pixabay, and even Unsplash. And I've created separate videos discussing each of these platforms and how to use them. I will leave links to these videos in the card on the screen and also in the description below if you want to check them out. So again, just going back to the editor, while you can change the backgrounds, you do have free reins to edit the text. So I'll just show you an example. So again, you can change the width and height of the text. So you can change it over here so that it's more readable. And you can move it around. You can also resize it. And if you hold down the Alt key on Windows, you can resize it with the correct proportions so that it doesn't look out of sync. And again, you can change the color code, change it whatever color you like, whichever suits. And again, you can rotate the text as well, depending on where you want to place it. It's totally up to yourself. You do have 100% freedom as to where you can move images and so forth around on the screen. You can make them bold, italic, underline, pretty much all your usual text features. And you can also change the font as well to something a bit more decisive or humorous, depending on what you want to do with your ideas. And again, then you have different layer types that you can move the different elements around based on where they're placed, like say move them back, move them to the front. And you can even add like shadows as well. And you can just change the opacity on the images and that, or even add a stroke or gradient color. Again, it's totally up to yourself. So whenever you're finished editing, you can move forward and you can go and click on save and continue, and this will take you onto the next screen that you can allow you to publish your thumbnail to YouTube, or you can just save it as a JPEG so that you can actually upload it at a later stage yourself. And again, the main thing about this whole setup is the fact is that all the thumbnails that are actually on the software all come in with the standard dimensions that's used for the thumbnails on YouTube, so you don't have to worry about resizing them or anything like that. So again, I'm just going to click on cancel and we're just going to come out of this. Just going to click on close. Okay, so from here I'm just going to show you the image analyzer just real quick. So it will allow you to actually upload one of your thumbnail images, and then you can click on analyze, and what it will actually do is it will actually give you a description, as you can see here on the side, as to what type of content is on it and on your thumbnail, and how likely it is to do well in the rankings, or whether it's going to work or it's not, and it will let you know if there's certain aspects of it that need to be changed and so forth. So it gives you a kind of like a visual reference to know what, or something to be aware of when you're piecing your images together, so that you can tweak it as you need to make it better. Okay, so we'll just come out of this. Right, so from here I'm just going to actually just show you real quick the split test feature. Okay, so this is one that I've actually been currently using on one of my videos, and you can actually set it up where you can have the videos be checked based off the amount of views. As you can see here, this video here, it didn't get any views with this thumbnail, but it had 2 views with this one. So automatically what it'll do is, after the time that it designates between where it tests the two, whichever thumbnail actually gets the most views, that's the one it automatically picks. So I'll just give you an example of this here. So we'll just click on new split test, and up here we're just going to select an account. So I'll select the one I'm currently using, and what you want to do is pick a video that actually is already live on your account. And again, I have one here, and then you can add then another thumbnail. I'll just add an example one that I have on my computer. I'll just use this generic one just for now. Okay, so once I've added in my second image, it will actually give you a bar down here that you can actually set the split test to run for, and it'll start with a minimum of 2 hours up to anywhere up to 10 days, and it will change the image out accordingly over different periods of time to see which ones actually perform the best. So in this case I'll just leave it at the standard just for 2 hours, and I'll just click add split test. Just wait for that to load. Okay, so you'll be greeted with this image here to say that it's been successfully created. So just click OK, and here we go. Here's the split test here. And what you want to do is, if you want it to go live, you just click on the button here on the side, and there you go, it'll be live. So then it'll actually allow you to edit it as well, and you can delete it if you want. So it'll say that it's in progress, and again that will just test it to see which one actually gets the most views. But in this case, all I'm going to do is just delete this one, because I'm not actually going to use it. I just wanted to give you an example of how to actually set it up. So there you have it. Hopefully the review was helpful. The program is really good for what it does, and if you are looking for something, especially if you're on a budget, it is, in my opinion, a worthwhile investment, because it will actually help you to speed up your process when you're creating your videos. Although there are limitations to the software, there is workarounds that you can use, and again I'll leave links to those videos in the description so that they'll help you and it'll give you an idea of what you can actually do, to give you a few ideas of how best to use the software. But at the end of the day, it's totally up to you, the consumer, whether you decide if this is something that it will be a good investment for your business to help you move forward and help you speed up your work processes and workflows. And even though there is alternatives out there on the internet, like there's free alternatives that can do similar things, I find that this year, for me, it is a worthwhile investment, as it has helped me speed up my process when creating my thumbnails, because I can focus more on actually trying to create the content for the videos that I'm producing, and I don't want to spend as much time getting caught up trying to think of ideas for thumbnails. At least with the likes of this here, everything is pretty much there and ready to go. All I need to do is just tweak a few things, maybe change a few things here and there, but I can have a thumbnail in literally 5 minutes, if not less, and ready to go. So it just speeds up my process so I can get on to my next project. So if you think Thumbnail Blaster will be a good investment for you and your business, make sure to click on the link in the description to go and check it out. So if you like the content, be sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, hit the bell notification to be made aware of future content. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And also share the video. Also, if you would like to follow a simple step-by-step blueprint that will help you quickly get your online business up and running, then make sure to click the first link in the description and also the pinned comment below. And as always, thanks for watching.